What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Enlight Lucifer and Prince coming at y'all once again. I hope everybody enjoyed their Nimrod worship. Their Christmas. And particularly, my days just regular days, for the most part. I wanted to actually try to snap some people back into reality in my last upload regarding December 25th, 1712. Guess what? You have to realize, people, that this is indoctrination, and this is basically a control mechanism in a religious sphere to basically subjugate you and keep you in control of people who thought that they had an ideology to keep you in a certain sphere. But you don't have to take my word for it. Let's go forward. Let's talk about the William Lynch letter. The William Lynch letter was a speech, that was actually transcribed by name unknown of an individual who actually verbatim wrote down word for word exactly what Willie Lynch told the colonizers in that era in 1712, early 1700s. What it was about the control and subjugation of people of color. Now, this might hit home with a lot of people, this might not resonate with a lot of people, and this might not sit right with a lot of people, but it's perfectly fine. It's all about your level of indoctrination. And this is why they implemented their particular mechanisms, and they particularly transcribed these methods in order for these people to control you until this very day. Let's talk about it. Greetings. I greet you here on the bank of the James River in the year of our Lord 1712. First, I shall thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, which was a bunch of white men, for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve some of your problems with slaves. Your invitation reached me on a modest plantation in the West Indies. Modest plantation. Think about it. Where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves. Ancient Rome would envy us if my program is implemented. As our boat sailed south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human bodies along its highways in great numbers, you are here using the tree and the rope on occasions. I caught the whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprisings. Slaves are running away. Your crops are sometimes left in the fields too long for maximum profit. You suffer occasional fires. Your animals are killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problems are? I do not need to elaborate. I am here to enumerate your problems. I am here to introduce to you a method of solving them. In controlling your black slaves, emphasis added. I guarantee every one of you that, if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. My method is simple. Any member of your family or your overseer can use it. I have outlined a number of differences amongst the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. These methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies and will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On the top of my list is age. But there is only one because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex is the size of plantation, status on plantations, attitudes of owners, whether slaves live in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Hey. Thank you. And, excuse me, I got distracted. She got me. I shall give you an outline of action. But before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust, and envy is stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. The black slaves, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling, self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and a light-skinned slave versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have white servants and overseers bracketed, who distrust all blacks, but it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intentionally for 1 year, the slaves themselves remain perpetually distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen. What kind of shit is that? There is no way. No way. See, I grew up in a different realm. So I don't look at this in the light as it actually is an implemented plan. It was only implemented against the people who are actually drawn to that notion. Conditioning. That's what it all boils down to. That's what it all boils down to. Conditioning. How you are conditioned. Period. I don't give a damn if you light skinned or whatever. I don't care. But I understand that, and I understand and understand that some people have a complex. You think that it affords you better privileges in society. It doesn't. It does not. Never has, never will be. Just like a lot of you people out there that's in the virtual world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all vote for Kamala Harris talking about she's the first black female president. That's a white woman. Get that shit out your head. Like, when it comes down to politics, it doesn't matter what color you are. Not at all. The agenda remains the same. Supremacy, in the singular sense, means only keeping people ignorant to the biggest scheme of what politics really is. Okay, so yeah. We'll put Barack Obama there. What the fuck did he do for you? Your existence. Not a damn thing. Okay, here we go today. Kamala Harris. It's not a black and white thing, people. It's spiritual warfare. Wake up. The enemy is using people in a specific intent and agenda to gain more for themselves than they want for you. These motherfuckers, come COVID-19, they turn around and bail out companies and they bail out small businesses. How in the fuck is Joel Osteen considered a small business? Yet he got bailed out for $24 million. While you have to sit on your couch and wait for a $1,600 stimulus check. Are you out of your fucking minds, people? These people are going to dick you around for the next 4 years, if you're lucky to survive that. Universe willing, nothing negative comes to friends or enemies. I don't wish death on nobody. But I'll tell you what, they're going to fuck you over. And they're preparing to do it because they've been preparing it for a long time. Now they want to try to pit it against black and white. It's not about that. It's not about black and white, people. It's about black and white when it's on paper. But it's not about black and white when it's demographically. Actually, total into. Come on now. Get out of that shit. These people have had your destruction planned for a long time. And they know it. And yeah, like, I'm going to be real with y'all. Yeah, I say crack on my channel. But I'm not talking about all white people. Of course not. No. I'm talking to those who they know is directed to. That's how we talk in Florida. It's what it is. It's what it is. Get used to it. You'll hear it quite often. But I'm not being racist. I'm being real. People. To all my brethren, to the lost tribes, to the Moors, to everybody. Whatever you wish to distinguish yourself as, I don't care. But I call all of my brethren to the truth, and sistren as well, to the truth. If you're about the truth, I'm with you. I don't give a fuck what your background is. I don't care. If you're about the truth, I'm with you. Brother in the light. But you better remember, one thing for sure and two things for certain. These people have some shit up their sleeve for you in the next year. Vaccinations, they're going to mandate them. Get ready for it. What are you going to do about it? See, the more people stand down and the more people that actually don't actually partake in it, let's see what the authoritarian government's going to have to say about that. Let's see what they got to say about that. They ain't going to do a goddamn thing. Because you know what? You're standing on your square. And you're not letting no one take advantage of you. Oh, your kids can't come to public school if they don't have the shot. So the fuck what? I'm doing my children a service by taking them out of your school system. Think about it. It's a proven fact. But there's a lot of cowards out there. They ain't going to go with it. They're going to go with the flow. They're going to believe what Master John says. They're going to go with it. I just took the vaccine because I was going to be out of work. First off, slaves work. And individual owners actually own their own land. So that's the differentiation about how you go about your personal life. That's the way you want to go, then fine. But I'll tell you what. I don't work. No, I don't. I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. You want to know more about it? Contact me via email. Other than that, I don't have to talk about what I do. I don't. I don't brag. I don't boast. I don't gloat. But I'm not a slave. I'm not a slave. I don't work for anyone but myself and my family. Period. That's a proven fact. Take care of my family very well. What I do, stay in your business. For you agents out there, try to goddamn spy on a motherfucker. Fuck you. Not a slave. And women, make sure you raise your sons to be the king that they're supposed to be. Not just in name, but in action. Men, make sure you raise your daughters to be the queens that they're supposed to be. Not just in name, but in their honor. Straight. And we can break this curse easily. This William Lynch letter has no bearing over anyone that has common sense about how they want their future generations to go. Listen to rap music. Let's just hypothetically call it what it is. Kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, fuck a bitch. That's fine. Not with me. It's not cool. It's not cool. You're inoculating these individuals with this mental disease of actually taking out their vengeance on their own kind. No. Now let me come out with a rap song. I don't rap, but let me come out with a rap song. Kill a fed, kill a cop, bust a cop in his motherfucking head. Boom. Investigation. Over with. Rap careers died. Why would I even buy into that mechanism when I know that the mechanism is about you destroying your own? Because they can't. They can't destroy you. They want to, but they can't. Remember your strength and your energy. Remember that. And then remember, greater is he that lives in me than what's in the world. You can't have shit from here. You might kill a body. Who cares? So, the spirit still lives on because what you're talking to in your own resonation, this is just a person. It's a shell. It's just existing. But the spirit will still remain the same. We go through trials, we go through tribulations for a reason, because it makes us better than what we once were. That's what people don't understand. Makes us better. Now, if you want to digress, and you want to go into the lower realms of what these people propagate, fine. But if you want to come to the higher ascension of self, please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that button twice so you're notified every time I post a new video. People, you need to be aware that the enemy is always been near. See, everybody's talking about the end of the world is coming. The end of the world has already came. So what? The world as you know it has to come to an end. Think about what I just said. The end of the world has already came, according to what you read in scripture, and so forth and so on. But the end of the world that you know has to come to an end too. Think about what I just said. Marinate on that for a little bit. You know? Because see, it's not a lot of people out here on social media that's going to kick it like I kick it. I know they're not. A lot of them afraid of being blocked, monetizations, and all of that shit. You know how much I made on my YouTube channel this far, and I didn't even cashed out on the motherfucker. $3.16. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it for information, because when you put out there for information, then you can enhance people's existence. Once you enhance people's existence, then you can actually contribute to society, and guess what? It comes back to you tenfold, straight. So I don't worry about YouTube and advertisements. I don't give a fuck about that shit. No, I'm about informing and enlightening those who deserve to be enlightened. Period. You don't want to be enlightened? It is what it is. Shit, more power to you. Adios, amigos. Other than that, if you want to come to the truth, we can rock and roll with it. Stand by. No upload. Not going to tell you the subject. I never will. You know? To Israel, to the lost tribes, man, peace. Peace and blessings to y'all. You know, stay in the square. Don't let the enemy try to take y'all out. To all my Muslim, or I should say Islamic community. You know? Assalamu alaikum. You know? Sticking straight. Y'all stand in y'all square. Y'all better be warriors on the battlefield and get ready for what the fuck is coming next, because you're not going to like what happens next if you ain't aware. Stay aware. You'll always be on the conscious square of what your enemy wants to do to you. Be aware. Be aware. You may be at peace, but that doesn't mean that other people are at peace with you. Stand on them. And if they want to fight, take it to them. Take it to them. Period. They want to fight, take it to them. There's no fear in death for the warrior. Death is victory. I'm afraid of these people, man. Y'all snap out of y'all illusion, man. Wake the fuck up, man. Get ready to go ahead and take 2020, 2021 on head on. If you ain't ready for it, stay your ass in 2020. Other than that, warriors, queens, princes, kings, stand up. Let's go. Let's rock with these folks.